We're bringing the news to you from the forecourt of the Accra International Conference Center, where the transition process from the NPP government to the National Democratic Congress government has begun. We'll revisit that, but let's begin the bulletin from the Jubilee House, where President Akufo has assured of a smooth transition process. Speaking to journalists after a meeting with President-elect John Dramani Mahama, both leaders pledged to play their respective roles in ensuring a smooth and seamless transfer of power. ChannelOne News' Sami Wiafe has the details.
Mr. Mahama and his team were ushered into the Jubilee House by President Akufo and the Chief of Staff. The two leaders held separate meetings on the economy, the state of the country's security, among others. Speaking to journalists after the meeting, President Akufo promised a seamless transition to ensure the peace and stability of the country.
But it was important that I have this meeting with him and members of his delegation for two things. First of all, obviously, to congratulate him on his remarkable victory, to wish him and his administration the very best of luck. We have, for the first time in our life, a female vice president of the country, and that is a matter that should be celebrated by all of us. And then secondly, to assure him of my full support and that of my government over the transitional process and afterwards, to make sure that his administration takes off in the best of conditions. It is in the interest of all of us as Ghanaians that should happen.
President-elect John Mahama on his part says his team will work with the government side of the transition team for a smooth transfer of power.
Mr. President has given me a brief on the security situation, both internal and external, and also a short brief on issues to do with the economy. Of course, the transitional teams will drill down further into these matters, but I am happy at the assurance he's giving us that we're going to work together in the interest of Ghana to ensure a seamless transition. And I believe that even after that transition, it will be necessary for us to continue to keep a channel of communication so that Ghana's democratic credentials are consolidated and we all work together in the national interest.
After about 30 minutes, the two leaders promised a seamless transition to ensure that the peace and stability of this country is maintained. President Akufo commended President Mahama for calling on persons perceived to be NDC supporters who have been attacking public institutions to desist. For ChannelOne News, my name is Sami Wiafe.